time for Titans franchise offseason. I am excited for this. I hope we can make some big moves and get a lot better. I am very crazy sometimes in the offseason. We will see how this goes. We already do have 3 first-round picks and a bunch of other picks with the mid-season trades we made. We need a fresh start, and we need to see if we can get anybody else. I cannot stand these playbooks. Oh boy, they were not fun to play in. I do believe this will change the playbooks, but I'm not 100% sure because it could be under the head coach, which then we'll just change them ourselves. And I am there. All right, so available staff. Wow, there's not much available. Great. I will look through this and get back to on who we are hiring as offensive coordinator and also defensive coordinator. But before I do that, if you guys do like this series, please leave me a like. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and I hope you are enjoying this. This is going to be a crazy video probably, and I am hoping for a great season next year, 2026. Time to be a happy Titans fan instead of a sad one. Last year was terrible, though we had some crazy wins at the end, which made no sense. I have no idea where they came from, but let's get into this offseason, get new coach, our offensive, or coordinators, that's what I'm trying to get out, and then get into free agency and the draft, where we're going to make some big moves and maybe do some crazy things. All right, for our new offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, we got Kevin Weaver. Hopefully he can help us weave our way into the playoffs. Do you like that one? And then we got Emmanuel Ortega, I believe is how it's pronounced. We keep our trainer, and then obviously us, we have terrible improving, but yeah, I mean, we went 2 and 15. Yeah, no wonder why we have bad approval. But let's get in to player negotiation. I don't know if there's really many players I want. I do think McCreary, possibly. Yeah, we definitely need him, but do we want to pick him up on the franchise tag? Or it's not that much, it's 10 million. Yeah, or I mean, not the franchise tag, the 5th-year option. I think we will pick up his 5th-year option because I think he'll probably get paid that anyway. Not 100% sure. I really kind of want Hooker as like a trade piece, because he's got superstar and he's a 79 overall, but he's like, I don't really want him as like a long-term option, and no way I'm giving him 3 years at a 79. This is not gonna be easy. Like I would like a 1-year deal and give him more money. So offer him the money of a very player friendly, very low risk, but only offer it as a 1-year deal. We may use the franchise tag. Oh, he's excited to sign such a great offer to stay with the team, and it's only a 1-year deal. That is great. All right, let's get into McCreary. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm fine with $3 a year for him. He's 26. He is semi-interested in the team. 4-year deal's a little much, but I would be willing to offer him the money of that. And he's glad to do the offer too. So there we go. Yeah, nope. No. How much does he want? Is that really just like... Oh boy. And that would be like... Oof. I don't know about Boutte. I like him. He's young. But can we just get something in the draft? Probably. That's the same age. And he may be available in free agency. So I don't know if I'm willing to pay him that much. Not willing to pay Baker that much. Or even just at all. At 28, a normal dev, 70 overall. No. Joseph Day. No, these are all guys we need to look to upgrade on. I don't know if we're going to have anybody later at the end of this. Kicker. No, I'm fine with signing a new kicker, new quarterback. Yeah, so those are actually just going to be our signings. We did not have much to sign. And now we still have 115 mil to work in free agency. So let's get on to that. Before we move on to free agency, we have a storyline, staff improvements. We did just get new coordinators, so I don't know if this is actually gonna do anything for us.
And the work begins on the next for players and coaches. Their goals are the same. Find weaker areas and make them strengths to bring into a new year.
All right, thanks for meeting with you. This is our new Weaver as we look forward to the upcoming season. I was hoping opinion on how I can improve as a coach. I think we're going to air the ball out. I think that's going to be, well, I don't know. I think we are going to air the ball out, but I think we're going to stick in a formation that's tight end heavy, just with some of my plans going into this draft. But I still think we're going to be airing the ball out because that's what I do. So I'm going to look to improve that more than the run the ball, but we may end up running the ball, but I don't think the tight ends that I'm going after are really going to be true blocking. They're going to be, I want them out on the field running routes. We can impact the passing game. What aspects should we focus on? Protecting the edges or operating outside of the pocket? Cam Ward does have some escapability, but I would prefer to use that when necessary and not be the whole time. So we're going to go with protecting the edges. It was on and off with sacks and stuff. It wasn't great, but the line wasn't terrible, I would say. So I think that's what we'll work on. And now we can get into free agents. All right, time to get our first look at who is available. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me work my magic. We may be going crazy. All right, let me work my magic here and see what we can do and pick up here. This is pretty crazy already. All right, I told you craziness was going to occur, and we're obviously, I think you guys know from my reaction, I think you guys know what we're about to try to go do, and it's probably stupid, but we have a rookie quarterback. We're not paying a ton. We can try to move money around other ways. There's not much else in free agency, so I think you know where I'm going with this. We're going to go after both of them. We're going to try to sign Micah Parsons and Aiden Hutchinson, and we should have a killer edge rushing duo. I also looked at a kicker and punter, and then at this point, I'm calling it. It's going to be these two we're going to try for. If not, we'll regroup and look at other things. We are number one in both of them. If we pull this off, it may be crazy. Here we go. Okay, they did sign. We got them both. Okay, this team just got a heck of a lot better and on defense. Yeah, this might be the craziest signing in NFL history. We still have Brandon Aubrey. I'm not really too worried about him. This is all we're going to do in free agency. We can give a look. I'm not sure. Like, I would take Christian Wilkins for a year, but I'm not sure, like, if I offer him... Oh, we don't even have enough cap room for that. Never mind, then. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, we're just going to go after Brandon Aubrey, and that is it. So, we're short free agency, but a damn good one. I'm not sure if Brandon Aubrey's going to sign. I gave him a very terrible deal, but he's a kicker, so, you know, not my problem. He still has no okay, just sign dude or forget it. Like, come on. But yeah, we're just gonna go through the offseason because we have no money to do anything. Did he decide to sign, or is he just gonna sit here in free agency? Okay, he finally decided to sign. That is a great kicker, though. I mean, we'll be able to kick from wherever we want on the field if I can make it. But his superstar abilities will help a lot. So that is a good signing. We got him locked up for 5 years for like, I think I signed him at 1.5 million. Both of these guys got 1.5 million as a bonus and a salary, so it wasn't much. 15 million over 5 years. We'll see if they stay that long. Pinheiro, or yeah, no, it's not Pinheiro. Maybe it is. I don't know. Can't remember. There is a Pinheiro, but I don't know if that's how it's spelled. But Bradley will just be a decent punter at an 81, and he had a lot of interest in the team. So that's where we went there. But that was a crazy... I expect to see a huge change in sack production throughout next year. Also, one thing I know I'm going to do, I can't forget, is I'm going to take a lot of the players that we have on our list off of our favorites list off of it after scouting private workouts, because I want to see the true mock draft of where these players are going. Because on the previous mock drafts, which... Oh, is mock draft 5 out? Oh, okay. Never mind. Apparently, I was just stupid. I thought it wasn't coming out because Trevor Sheldon, I think, is going to go later. But because he's on our board, he is... Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, we're going to make some crazy moves. I know, we have the number 1 pick. We're not going to take it. We're going to make some crazy moves. It's going to be a crazy draft. I can already tell you guys. And I got to remember where everybody is and everything. But yeah, we will get into that. Let me set up our scouting private workouts, and then we will get into the draft. All right, our private workouts are going to be Pat Griffin at free safety. I want to see if the top 5 projected corner is a really good talent in Nathan Spencer. And then we are going to go with the center, Max Brine, I would say is how it's pronounced, but I could be wrong. Those are going to be our private workouts. I added a bunch of other guys that I think could be interesting, but we are going to make some moves right away. We have the first pick. I don't plan on taking it, obviously. I just don't think it is in our cards, obviously, and I don't think there's anybody that we want at that top position. I kind of wish I did take off my guys before Mock Draft 5. I thought Mock Draft 5 was after private workout, or private workouts, but it was not. And so now we do have it a little bit messed up when we look at mock draft, and it's a little unrealistic. I do know, obviously, that the DT, if we want him, is going at 12, but I do not believe the tight end is going at 16. I think it's just because he's on our board, and then we should have one more. Yep, we do at 25. So I'm going to see what I can get for number 1, see how I can move around. I do want to look at our new prospects that we just scouted. I don't know if they're going to be good. I just wanted to see. It looks like the center is better than he is projected. The corner is not as good as he's projected, but he is like the only corner. I can take a shot at this guy, but he might not be that good. And the safety is about where he is. So those are players we definitely will look at, but not sure if we will be in the position to take them, especially the corner. If he is anywhere in the top 5, I don't plan on having one of those picks, which he is. He's number 4. I don't plan on having number 4, but we will obviously see what we can do, and if we truly want him. There is not much else at corner, or at least from what I am seeing. It seems to be the best, other than the guy we can take a shot at. Yeah, I am not 100% sure on. Oh wait, I was on the wrong mock draft. The corner is going, yes, still at 4. Yeah, I don't plan on taking any of these. 4th over pick, I don't know. We'll have to see what we can do and how we want to navigate this board as we get into the draft, which will be up next. All right, here we go. NFL draft time. Time to make this team even more dominant than we already are. We're going to pause the draft right away because not dealing with that, and we are going to look for offers, and I will let you know because we are not taking this first pick. I'm going to see what we can get, and I will bring you guys back in when I find something. All right, here is the crazy trade. So, is number 1 overall our 1 third-round pick, the higher one, a third-round pick from next year, and a 5th-round pick from this year, our only one, and then our highest 4th-round pick, which is 97. For number 4 overall, number 12 overall, you can probably see where I'm going. Exactly the 2 players we were talking about. And then their second round pick, which is 44, I believe it says, and then their first and second from next year. It is a huge blockbuster trade, but now we have a ton of capital for this draft, and we will go ahead and see who they take. They take Darnell Larson. We should just take a quick look at the draft board. The DT we're looking to take at 12 is Doug. I always get confused with names and how they should be pronounced. But it was Banks, right? Was his last name? I can't remember stuff sometimes. Banks. He is a power rusher D tackle. They are looking for their new Aaron Donald. I think they may have scouted the wrong player. But we will go ahead and see who the Browns take. They take DT Eric Kelly. And then hopefully the Chargers don't go off course and they take whoever they were supposed to take. I can't even remember. No, I don't think they did. They took Nathan Spencer, who we were looking at. And we are probably going to have to change our course now. That is wonderful. Oh boy. Why did the Chargers have to decide to randomly change their idea? All right. Welp, this pick is getting traded then. And I'm not sure what we're going to pick up. I will be back in a moment. Alright, can't get the corner I wanted, so why don't I just go out and get the best corner in the league in PS2. It is the 4th overall pick. Our pick, I believe, next year because it's rated higher. So I believe it is our pick for next year. I don't think we're going to be this bad. I forget who we just got the other pick from. Oh my gosh, my memory is crazy. And then our latest second round pick from this year, and then a second round pick from 2028. How's that for a corner upgrade? Probably going to be 20 overall, at least above the corner we were just about to draft, and he's still only 26 and locked up for 4 years on his current deal. Sounds good to me. Alright, going to just skip ahead. If that DT is at our pick like he was supposed to be, I will take him. If he is not, I almost advanced to the next round. I need to pay attention. Advance to next user pick. If the DT is there, I will take him. It looks like he is. So we will go ahead and pick the top 5 talent DT in Doug Banks. Let's hope this guy is good. He looks to be good. His physicals are all right, but elite strength, definitely something you want in a D tackle. And then, his attributes just look really good. Power moves, obviously, really good. And he is a guaranteed top 5 talent coming to your Tennessee Titans. Here he comes. Looks like a D tackle to me. And there it is. That's a little weird, seeing number 1. And he is rated number 3. Powerful frame, sheds blocks with ease, definitely something we need. Generates constant pocket pressure with his bull rush. That is nice to see. If we can have someone that comes up the middle with Jeffrey Simmons, and then now we have Micah Parsons and Aiden Hutchinson on the outside. This team is ridiculous. Why, game? Why? Why? Oh my gosh. Alright. Normal dev. That's great. Alright. On to our next pick. I do not believe the tight end's going at 16. I am not sure who we're going to take, but we're not going to move up or down. Well, we might move down, but we're not going to move up. So I'm just going to advance to next user pick. We will see who we are. I don't believe the tight end is going anytime soon, even though it said it in the mock draft. I believe they are just lying because he was on our board. Yeah, it looks like the first tight end is more likely to go from this look. And I'm not even sure who I want at this point right now. Yeah, the tight end's definitely not going at 16. And I'm not sure if we should take this pick or not. Let me look and see what we have available and get back to you. All right, here's the trade. 16, moving back to 22, picking up 2 second-round picks, which is huge. Trading our 3rd from this year and Sweat. We knew he was probably going to be on the move because we did draft the other DT, even though he has only normal dev, which sucks. But he is younger still. And he will probably be close to an 80 overall. Maybe not a full 80 overall, but he'll be close, hopefully. And we needed to pick up some more second round picks for some of the players that I want. So the Texans move up. We move down to 22. And we are going to advance to our next pick. And Ray Ford is off the board. Welp. This draft is interesting. There's definitely other players we probably should take rather than him anyway. But I just had an interest in both of them. We're going to get the better tight end anyway. We're just not going to end up where I thought we were with having multiple tight ends. So honestly, it may be another trade back just a little bit, just to kind of get as much compensation as I can for this, and then take someone at 25 and then try to get something like, because a lot of the people that I want are like right there at the edge of the second round, and I just don't think it's smart to take them now when we can definitely get a little bit more for this pick. Alright, just trading some picks with the Packers. We're picking up a 2nd and 3rd and moving back to their 31st spot from our 22nd spot, and they're also picking up one of our 4ths and one of our 6th. Just kind of moving draft picks around the board to where I want them to be. And we will go ahead and skip ahead. Hopefully, I'm not sure who I'm going to prioritize as our next pick. Oh, the center went. I did not expect him to go. Oh, we're just getting screwed all over the place. I keep expecting these players not to go, and they keep going on me. Oh my gosh. I'm just making such stupid moves here. All right then. We are going to take the free safety, I believe. Yeah, we're just going to take the free safety because I'm not going to keep letting players go on us without being... I really wanted that center. That was stupid. I should have just taken him. I really didn't think he was going to go. This dude looks like our defensive tackle. You couldn't tell me there was a difference. A free safety that looks like a defensive tackle. Holy moly. The one still looks weird, obviously, because Cam Ward makes it. It was a good pick, actually. Yeah, he was ranked 24, and we got him at 25. Understands and executes zone assignments. Good for a safety. Plays with good football IQ and recognition. Great. Concerns about his speed. I did kind of know that. We should have gone over that. 88. It's not terrible at free safety, or even just at either safety. It's not great, though. I would prefer like 90 at safety. But 88's not terrible. We do have some slow players. And I did want to focus on getting more speed, but we're just not. I just keep messing up. I keep thinking that players are not gonna go where they're gonna go, and they I keep getting confused or keep getting screwed. But we're gonna take the tight end with the next pick. I know it's not he's not supposed to go for a while, but I'm not risking him going off the board. Yeah, that's basically it for this idea, and then we will move on to our next pick and kind of regroup. This guy is going to be good. He's not as good physically as the other one, but he's still technically the first. So he has basically the same speed, but the other guy had a ton of elite traits, but this guy's just better talented wise, attribute wise. And he's gonna be our tight end of the future. Please no normal dev. And hopefully number 1 overall. That would be amazing. I believe we just had 2 of the top 5 talents overall. We took number 3 in the D tackle. And we're going to see where he is. Number 1 for a tight end would be crazy if he is the highest rate. He's number 2. Now, there could be a kicker, obviously, that's super high rated. But number 2 is great, because that means possibly close to an 80 overall. I'm interested in the speed. Sudden hands makes catches look easy. Sudden hands makes catches look easy. Too fast for linebackers. Yeah, I'm interested in the speed. Secure hands with defenders in vicinity. Only 87. I honestly expected a little bit more, but he's 6'5", 250 almost. 23 years old, vertical set. Looks like he's going to be a stud for us. And we will go ahead and skip to our next pick, which is the first of the second round. I am not sure who I want. I think we maybe need to try to take some shots on these offensive linemen, or some of these will linebackers, but they're not great. We don't have a lot scouted. That's what sucks. I wish we had a little bit more scouted on these guys. I am going to take a look around, and I will decide on who we are going to pick. All right, gonna take a shot on the linebacker because of his speed. He is gonna be a reach. We know that. But I think the speed could make up it. His physical attributes are freaking nuts. But obviously his core attributes or his total talent isn't where we want it exactly, but the speed could be amazing. It is going to be a reach. Oh, wow. It was a little bit more than I thought it was. I was hoping for closer to the 50s. Not sure if that would, yeah, that would be just possible. That would have been on the high end. But I do like the player a lot. 87 speed and hidden dev. I do like that a lot. He does look like he can actually do something for us. And we need help at linebacker. We obviously traded our guy. I'm not looking to do any more moving around the board too much. I want to kind of just stick and pick with our picks and see who is available. We do have plenty of picks, so we could end up trading some of these. That edge rusher keeps staying on the board. But we don't need another edge rusher at all. There is not too much that I'm totally interested in. And most of the offensive linemen are gone, which kind of sucks. There is some halfbacks that I could definitely be looking at. Let me look around the rest of the board in general and see if there's anything else that I find interesting. All right, we're gonna take a shot at Leon Carter. I also have another will linebacker we are going to take, who is a second to third rounder. I'm trying to just add some talent, even if he's not great or worth the pick, just talent to the linebacker position. And he was actually perfect, right on, true value basically. And we got him for, so we actually did get a little bit of a steal. High football IQ, routinely on display, looks comfy when dropping in zone coverage. I did see that he does have A, zone coverage, and B, man coverage. I was debating on that versus a man linebacker and less on zone. Similar thing. Instincts will need to make up for lack of speed. He was actually had better speed than the man will linebacker, so I don't see. Oh, he has normal dev. Why do you have to ruin my day with normal dev? 85 speed. It's not great, but it's not bad. I would yeah, especially with his acceleration, it's not terrible. And I think he was considered to have great speed. Yeah, that seems like a weird thing to say about him, because there was definitely way worse linebackers for speed. Yeah, that's interesting. And then let's see what we will do here. It's probably going to be looking at these linebackers again. There is a Sam linebacker that I was looking, and he may have been taken. Wonderful. All right. Should we just go back to back? Will linebackers probably, because they're going off the board. So we're gonna take this I don't know how to say that without feeling like I'm gonna say another word. But he is crazy athletic and skills maybe not 100% there, but possibly depends on how it is. But his athletics gives him a really high ceiling, and we're definitely going to take him. I knew I wanted him 100%. The other one just was most likely going to go before him, so I decided to take the other one. And yeah, he's even higher value, more than enough speed to play linebacker in the NFL. That's great. Good awareness and reaction as a defender. above average coverage skills as a zone defender, and he has 88 speed and hidden dev. That is nice to see. I am excited to see how good he is, and we still have plenty more picks. I know I'm going to need some later round picks, and we don't have many of them. If I run into a place where there's not a player that I want, then I may just end. The other will linebacker was taken right away, so we would have probably got him no matter what. But if we picked another player, but it could have been dicey, so I'm glad we took him at that pick 52. I think I'm going to take this other tight end. He was kind of on my mind for the whole time, and he's just been staying on the board, so welcome to the Tennessee Titans. We did end up taking two tight ends, two very good, fast tight ends for this draft class, and oh, wow. Ranked 73. No wonder why he was falling. Former high school power forward, hands made of glue, receiver speed at tight end. I do love speed. 85? You're telling me 8? I am not putting out any receiver with 85 speed. Yeah, no. Alright, stop lying. These freaking scouting reports suck. Oh my gosh. It's still great for a tight end. I'm not dissing him at all, but that's terrible scouting report. Receiver speed at tight end, that's an 85 speed. If I get a receiver with below 88 speed, I'm like, he's already, I'm thinking about benching him already. Like, I'm not going to keep him. But even at 88 speed, like, he's not going to be my number one unless he somehow shows up crazy. Yeah, 85 speed, receiver-like speed. Come on. Get a better scouting report. Yeah, so some of our other will linebackers, we still need to look at offensive line, and I haven't done anything on that. There are some later round guys that were UDFAs that I thought about taking, so we might take them, and the Mike linebacker is still on the board, which is one of the guys I wanted, so we are going to take him. He is a round 3 to 4, so this will be a bit of a reach because we're in round 2. But possesses good speed for a linebacker. Everything I'm looking for, speed. I wish we got some guys in the 90 speed zone, but we're doing all right for what we have. Gets good depth when dropping into zone. We definitely have a lot of good zone linebackers now. Oh, he's got 91 speed. Okay. Yeah. I am glad I picked this guy. Okay. That's nice. 91 speed is exactly what I was looking for. All right. Antoine is going to most likely be our new Mike linebacker, 100%. So we're going to go ahead and advance to next user pick. Oh, we had a very late third round pick. And let's see what we have left on the board. Where most likely for us, I looked at receivers, there was nothing. We might look up to pick up some free agents. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure on the receiver position. In my favorite, yeah, we do have a lot of UDFA right guards. I'm actually going to try to get some 6 and 7 round picks for this pick. All right, our third and fourth are on the move for a bunch of random picks from the um, Green Bay Packers. They had a ton of different picks: 2 fourths, 1 5th, 2 6, and a 7th for our third and fourth of this year, and then 2 5ths, one next year, and one the year after. Just getting us a lot of later round picks because I want to take some shots on these UDFA guys and see if they can do something for us. All right, our first shot is going to be Eric Ruse, if that's how it's pronounced. He is a very good pass blocking UDFA and has A awareness, and he interests me. Probably still not a steal, even though we're picking him at the... Oh my gosh. Wow, he was a steal. Envelops, rushers. Oh, envelopes, rushers, not allowing them to disengage. Firm base helps defend power moves, quick hands, and feet pose problems for speed rushers. Hidden dev. All right, we got a stud. Taking shots in the dark sometimes work, and the A awareness and just some of the other attributes, I wanted to stick with looking at some pass rushers, so I knew we were going to have to take some shots in the dark, and he was the best one. We're going to take some other ones, but he was definitely the best one as a offensive lineman. Our next one is going to be Preston Davis, another 5th round pick. Don't know if he's going to be anything, just taking shots, and he's a 78, quick feet and strong hands in pass protection. Again, going fully on pass protection, uses strength and techniques to thwart power rushers, if that's how it's said. Quick hands and feet poses problems for speed rushers, similar to what we got. He's another hidden dev. We are nailing some of these offensive linemen. Not great at run blocking, obviously. He is a strict pass blocker. Next, in the 5th round, last pick, we're going to go with Cole Grooves. I believe 5th round. Not 100% sure. I forget where we've been picking these players. We might have been picking... Yeah, he's 79 overall. I'm just taking shots on a bunch of offensive linemen because there's not much else that I'm finding in the draft that I like. And hidden dev again. We may be able to put an offensive line together with these late round picks. This is actually helping a lot. Now, obviously, they may not be that great, but anything is better than nothing. I will just check quickly to see. Oh, there's a 3rd, 4th rounder. We're gonna pick this guy just because he's a 3rd to 4th rounder, and he's good DT depth for him. It's pretty quick and easy. And let's move on to our next pick, which is going to be another offensive lineman. Have a few that I like. Depends on who's on the board. So yeah, I've been just going through and coming over here and kind of just seeing who is like this guy possibly. Just because he has some good attributes. And just going through, that's how I've been finding these guys. I do think I want to take this center at some point. He's not a risk to go right away. Also, this guard, possibly. There are some other ones that look like they could be good. But it really, I don't know. Some of these, they're not looking as good as they were. We'll take a shot at the center for this pick and see if he's any good. Wow, we have been nailing some of these picks. He's good too. Hidden depth, freak, yes. This draft has been. We had some spots that I was like, oh boy, I don't know if this is gonna go well. Obviously, we got 2 top 5 talents, so obviously it went well, but I wasn't sure about some of the offensive line. I was scared about that. We're still in need of corner, but we did add PS2, so I'm not as afraid. Like, he's pretty much going to be our lockdown guy, but he is only one player. And in Madden, they don't play like they do in real life, where they can be literally all over the field and lock up half of the field. They lock up more like just their quarter. So I don't think he'll make a big impact, but he won't make as big as we need at the corner position. We need one more corner. That's a good high overall. And for our next pick, there is this guard in Jordan. He's got me interested. Centers, the last guy possibly got me interested. There was, yes, this pass protector, Nick, definitely has me interested. And this guy down here, it really doesn't matter who we pick. Gonna go for this left or right tackle. Not even sure. He was rated 200, so he wasn't as good as we have, but he's got plenty of. We've hit on plenty of other picks, so not really too worried. Just kind of going through these last few picks and trying to see if we can pick up anybody good. I'm just trying to put a good offensive line together. We may, at the beginning of the season, make some trades for players we need and kind of move around, because we will have some extra offensive linemen now, I do think. We're going to have plenty of depth at the offensive line, because I just really don't see taking anybody else. I'm just not seeing it personally in any of the other players, and this is the last pick of the draft, so I'm not sure which guy I want the most. Obviously, these guys will all be available in free agency anyway, so if there is anyone that's really good, we'll be able to pick them up anyway. But I'm gonna give this pass protector guard a shot. And that will be the NFL draft. Here comes our last guy, and he was not good, so he probably won't make the team, to be honest. Oh, there's one more pick. We were on 31. What am I thinking? But yeah, we'll go ahead and end the draft here and look at the draft recap. Here we go. How good did we do? Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Now, he only has normal dev, so that sucks. Wow, we did pretty good. Yeah, he only has normal dev, so that does suck, but he looks very good. Easy replacement for Sweat. He doesn't need to be the number one guy. Yes, I'm glad we picked him. Yes, he is slow, but he's going to look good. I tried to get rid of Hooker. I should have just not signed him. I thought he would be worth way more. Well, not way more than what he's worth, but like maybe a third or fourth round, and I feel like he's not doing a thing. When you put him into a trade, he's not making anything go up at all. It's like they just don't even want him. So I wouldn't even sign him if I knew that. But this tight end, he is going to be a stud. Yes. Yeah. 80 overall. Looks great, and we have so many hidden devs. These will linebackers look like they could actually do something for us. Um, yeah, definitely interested in him. He is the lowest overall, but has 87 speed. That is nice. This other tight end wasn't terrible. This Mike linebacker is only a 72, but has 91 speed, so I'm definitely very interested in that. And yeah, really the only picks we didn't hit on were the last few picks where we were kind of just winging it on some offensive linemen. All of these other guys, I am happy to have on the team, even if they are just a 70 overall, or 71 actually is the lowest. Because yeah, they're just great players to develop, and that's what we truly need on this team. A lot of them are very young, and this was a good draft. Definitely more well-rounded than my drafts are normally. We definitely upgraded the places we need. We have plenty of linebacking depth now. Tight end looks amazing. Obviously grabbed another DT. We didn't totally need that. We grabbed another safety. We absolutely did need that. And he's young. And yeah, line was the other big thing. The only thing we didn't probably grab, well, running back, depending on how we feel about Spears, I think he was good last year. Fumbling problem definitely sucked. But I do think he was good, and he did what we wanted. He was definitely more receiving, which was kind of nice. And he was open a lot and made some great catches. So I'm not too mad about that. Pick someone up in free agency. Not too mad about that. Quarterback obviously was set. The big one was receiver. We did add tight end, obviously, in two different tight ends. So they are definitely can help the receiving core. But yeah, we didn't pick up any receivers. And then on defense, I think we picked up everything we needed other than maybe a really top of the line corner, and I don't think there was another top of the line corner. We did pick up a top line corner in PS2 with the trade, but I mean from the draft, and I don't think there was really one. There was a right guard. I did not see him. 82 overall. That is pretty crazy. I did not see him whatsoever. That was Spellman. No, we did see him. I recognize the name Spellman, but he may have been on my board. I cannot remember exactly. I do recognize the name Spellman, though. And I knew this fullback was going to be really good, and I meant to take him. But it didn't come into the cards, and it's a fullback, so it's not really that big of a deal. But definitely got some of the top players in the draft. The corner was good. I did kind of want him. Does he have hidden dev? He does. Yeah, he didn't look honestly as good as that, but I was definitely gonna. Oh, frig! It's still him or PS2. I'm taking PS2. Yeah, PS2 is going to be way better now than he will be. Maybe ever than he will be, because he's 22. And PS2 is 25 or 26, so, and already a 99 overall. So, but super. I knew I wanted him, and I was prepared to take him at 4. And it just didn't end up working out, so that sucks big time. Hopefully our guys will be good. I did not see these receivers. I looked at receiver. None of them looked particularly great. There were some really good players, actually. This draft did have, maybe we didn't do as good as we thought we did, but I liked the guys we picked. Some other good Mike linebackers. I kind of was a little all over the board. I looked at this guy. There were some Sam linebackers that I wanted, and just didn't come to visit. It just didn't come about. But overall, I'm pretty happy with what we got. And was that the other tight end? Yeah, this is him. He only had normal depth, but he did have 90 speed. Did think he was going to have a ton of speed. But I'm pretty happy with what we got and what our team is going to look like at the start of this preseason. All right. Was looking through the depth chart, and obviously we had some players that we needed to get rid of. Our rookie from last year, left edge, who developed really good, but put up no sack production. A lot of tackles for loss, and developed really well. We just didn't have a spot for him anymore because we went out and made the craziest signings of both Aiden Hutchinson and Micah Parsons. There was just not really a spot I could find for him in the team I'm building right now and how I'm positioning the depth chart, so I don't see the reason to hold on to him. And Hooker, I wanted to get rid of. Totally wanted to get rid of, and I have just locked up our receiving core, added a young corner. This team is ready. Like, there's some development that needs to happen, but this team is ready. Like, this team took a turnaround that looks really good. If we can just develop over the year, there's definitely a really good conversation for this team to at least be a close to playoff team. And yeah, we're looking really good. I'm going to fix the depth chart now, and then I will update you guys on the depth chart. All right, here is a final look at the team before preseason. This is how the onward into the regular season, this is how the depth chart is going to be set up. Line is obviously young, but has a lot of potential. All of these guys are very young. It doesn't look that good technically, but hidden dev on some type of upgraded dev on every single offensive lineman is a great thing to have. So we at least have star all the way across the line, but hoping for maybe some of these guys to have superstar. Great tight end core. Great tight end core. Great receiver core. We have Dyke, obviously our superstar X Factor from last year. Broke the receiving record. Crazy. And then we have Chris Olave. Great wide receiver too. And then we have Rashid Shaheed. Great deep threat. Great speedy receiver. Great to have. And then Keenan Allen is our fourth. Just another guy to have on the field. We have Cam Ward, of course, at quarterback. He's hoping for a great second year. He's an 86 overall. Super good. We have Spears as our back. We signed Rico Dowell as our backup. And tight end just going to play our fullback position. Our backup tight end is going to play our fullback position. And then on defense, the star of our team. It looks amazing. Yes, back end still needs some development. Both of these guys are young. 76 for Griffin and 79 for second year player Winston Jr. Then we have our corners. We have PS2 as our corner 199 overall, 26 years old. Yep. And absolutely amazing pickup we had on that. That was a freaking phenomenal trade, and he is going to be a lockdown. Then we picked up Kool-Aid McKinstry on another trade, another great corner. We have a good set of 3 corners. And then McCreary we picked up last year, and Brownlee Jr., who also played on our team last year. Great set of 4 corners, perfect, exactly what we need. McKinstry will develop. Same with McCreary. And they'll just overall grow into a great receiving, great cornerback core. And then we have Jeffrey Simmons on the D line, Zach Allen as our DT2, and then Banks, our rookie, as DT3. We also have Smith and Winston, another rookie DT. Looks great. Linebackers, Leggett and Beachit. I don't. It just feels like you want to say that, and it's just like that's just gonna be a bad word. They're gonna be our Will linebacker and our Mike linebacker. We also have Baran, as a extra fill-in, and then our 2 other stars, Hutchinson and Parsons, that we signed out of free agency. Crazy pickups, and absolutely going to hopefully destroy opposing quarterbacks. And then special teams, we have Aubrey and Pinion. Shaheed to return punts and kicks, obviously one of the best for that position. And then specialist, this is how they'll be set up for now, and possibly may make some changes on the running back part, but not sure 100%. And everything, this team looks really, really good. We just need some development and overall just playing time. Lots of rookies starting, lots of young second-year players too still starting. Just development is going to be key for this team. But that is going to do it for this preseason, off-season video. Next video, we will get into all of the preseason games, all the way to the regular season. I hope you guys enjoyed this crazy off-season video. It is going to be a much better year, hopefully, for your Tennessee Titans. And we have some heck of good players playing here now. So hopefully we're looking... Obviously, the overall doesn't look great yet, but with some development, this is going to be a great overall team. And I'm excited for this season. I hope you guys enjoy the season. Leave me a like, please subscribe, and leave a comment. And I will see you guys in the next video.